Don't write them off. They sure as hell isn't dead, as we finally have new life and interest breathed into the company that was on the brink of destruction, as Impact Wrestling now has a reemergence. Hello, everybody. Now, I'm just a simple man, and my name is Noah Foster. Welcome to the Simple Extra Simplin Predictin special, as I give you my brief thoughts, my brief picks, and my brief outlook into tomorrow's show, Impact Wrestling's Reemergence, Night 1. This will be, of course, a 2-week special, and shout out, of course, to my friend Cindy G, who just did her predictions recently with Teddy Turnbuckle, and I'll be sure to watch those shortly. But I wanted to give my brief thoughts into the show as well, straight from just my simple little mind, because ever since Slammiversary, I am truly been impressed with what Impact Wrestling has brought. I never stopped really watching. I always cared because I always believed that this company had something to give us, some promise, okay? It was a good Tuesday night fix for a couple of reasons. People like Trey Miguel, Sammy Callahan, Moose. Heck, Ken Shamrock even offered a little bit in his time that he's been working here as well. And I can't argue with how dominant and incredible the North have been. But since Slammiversary, a lot of things have changed. We have several title matches. We have a fun reality side show too that I'm sure is going to be involved as well. So with that, let's go ahead, get started, and talk about night 1 of Emergence. Excuse me, Emergence, not Reemergence. Though it kind of feels like it is re-emerging from, the brink of death. One with so many young, hungry characters now brought to our fruition here and showcased through Impact Wrestling. Former names you might remember from another company that we're not going to talk about here. But with that being said, I've jabbered on enough. Let's go ahead and get started. So, the first match I see here is we have the Good Brothers versus Ace Austin and Madman Fulton. As you all know, the Good Brothers, they signed with Impact Wrestling, and they made, of course, their Impact Wrestling debut. And basically, they came to help Eddie Edwards when he was basically on the brink of destruction and became the Impact World Heavyweight Champion. Been confirmed by Ace Austin. Ace Austin did not appreciate the Good Brothers getting involved in what he believes is his business. He and Madman Fulton have been at odds and ends with the Good Brothers, who have also enlisted some other help as well. And basically, it's just been a game of one-upsmanship. At one point, literally getting one of the Good Brothers arrested due to beer intoxication, or so they made it look like. And now we got this tag team match. The Good Brothers can't wait to rip the head off Ace Austin and Madman Fulton. With that being said, this is really the Good Brothers in-ring debut for Impact Wrestling, as far as I can remember. I believe they have not been involved in a match yet. So, with that being said, I believe that Carl Anderson and Big Gallows, they're going to get the win here against Ace Austin and Madman Fulton. Who might I add? Ace Austin has been an incredible stepping stone, part of Impact Wrestling's growth. They have invested so much in Ace Austin here. Mad credit to him, who I saw live at Chaos Wrestling, by the way. Of course, my hometown boy, Trey Miguel, too. Very curious to see what this match leads to, though, especially with Madman Fulton being a former member of OVE, which, of course, was abolished due to reasons. We'll have to wait and see, and I'm curious to see how this tag team duo works. I mean, for all we know, we might be building towards the next challengers for the tag team championships. We'll have to wait and see. Moving on, we go into the TNA World Heavyweight Championship. You know, the old school all gold belt now brought back, or so it seems like, with new life on a pure white leather strap represented by Moose, who seems to be trying to defend this every week, sends out invitations basically, and come to the end of it, he wins by any means necessary and has held on to this title by hook or by crook, whether you like or not, been a fighting champion. However, there is somebody that is in his sights, and I think that is on his mind, that I think ultimately will take it from him. But let me go ahead and give you a brief synopsis of how this match happened. He originally thought he was given the invitation to challenge for the title to Suicide. Turned out it was my hometown boy Trey Miguel in Suicide's mask. So now it is Trey Miguel versus Moose for this title. Trey Miguel with a big singles title opportunity here since falling out of the World Heavyweight Championship match and previously falling out of the X Division Championship match. Boy needs to get some gold. But right now, with the bigger story here, with a warning that's been delivered now of somebody that needs it to destroy what was his past legacy, I have to go with Moose retaining here, ultimately to drop the title to, well, let's just say he's been warned. And stay tuned for further details on that. But my pick is Moose retains the title. Moving on from there, we go outside the Impact Zone into Wrestle House, I guess controlled by Rosemary at Tommy Dreamer's house. And it looks like this is a match maybe for the fight for sleep, as it seems like sleep deprivation is getting everybody in Wrestle Houses. Taya Valkyrie forces them all to watch her matches all the time, etc., etc., etc. And Rosemary seems to have an agenda, and she says simply as long as it takes. With that being said, it is Taya Valkyrie versus Kylie Ray. I have no idea who the ref's going to be either. Maybe Rosemary. But with that being said, Kylie just makes me happy. Kylie wants to sleep. Kylie is the #1 contender to the Knockouts Championship. Let's not forget that. And I'm simply going with Kylie Ray for the win here. And then we'll see what happens and how this affects Taya Valkyrie's mindset. I feel like there might be some mind games in play here, considering Johnny Bravo, has this connection with Valkyrie, but Rosemary and Johnny Bravo, could that be a thing? Where is this all leading? I love Wrestle House, by the way. It's become my second favorite thing to watch after BTE. But yeah, that's my brief thoughts on that. Which leads me to the X Division Championship match, which originally was going to be one-on-one, but now it is a triple threat. Although one person, Raju, you might remember of the Desi Hit Squad, he basically says, put me in here, it will be a 2-on-1. I find that highly unlikely in all likelihood. It is the current champ, Chris Bay, who won the title off Willie Mack at Slammiversary and successfully defended, I might add, against him too. Against TJP, against Raju. So let's go ahead and think about this. TJP picking up a big-time victory in a tag team match. He can beat the champ. Can he beat the champ one-on-one? We'll have to wait and see if that match actually happens. But also, can Chris Bay survive a triple threat here? Just coming off the win from Slammiversary right now. I see a lot of promise of, as always, with the X Division. That's always been a foundation of Impact Wrestling, no matter what era. If anything was bad, this was the only thing that was always good to a degree. Even Trevor Lee and Shane, what's his name? Gregory Helms even made the X Division interesting. With that being said, I think it's too soon for Chris Bay to drop the title here. I'm going with Chris Bay to retain. Which leads me to the Impact World Tag Team Championship. As the longest reigning tag team champions were finally dethroned in surprise opener at Slammiversary to the returning Motor City Machine Guns, Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin. And they defeated the North, as Ethan Page yelled over and over again. They beat the North! They beat the North! But you did not beat the North at 100%. Well, no excuses now, as it looks like they are at 100%. And we'll see if the North can once again become Impact World Tag Team Champions. But they just lost the titles at Slammiversary. I really appreciate this special, but I don't see a lot of title changes this soon to Slammiversary, considering we got Bound for Glory, their next big show coming up. So with that being said, I feel like Ethan Page is going to implode here. There might be a slight miscommunication, and that might be the ultimate downfall. But I'm going with the Motor City Machine Guns retaining. Which leads me, of course, now to Impact World Championship match. Eddie Alvarez versus... As, again, since he won the title at Slammiversary, he has decided to be a fine champion, defending this title every single week against whoever comes. And he's faced everybody from the likes of Brian Myers, Sami Callihan, and who else did he face? I'm drawing a blank here, sorry. But I believe this is like his third or fourth defense now. And thinking about this match, I'm thinking about who could face him. Maybe? No, this is just a huge maybe. Maybe Heath Slater? That'd be entertaining. That's if he's not banned from the building. But bottom line is this. I don't see it being somebody necessarily on the Impact Wrestling roster, as I know Eric Young, he's lurking, he's waiting, and he's going to challenge for that title on his time, when he wants, when he's ready. And then I think about who could face him. I mean, there's Willie Mack, former X Division champion. Surprised to me Ace Austin hasn't tried to pursue this, but maybe he can't because he was involved in the actual World Championship match. With that being said, if I were to throw out a name of who I think could challenge him for the Impact World Heavyweight Championship, I honestly don't have the slightest idea, considering the world of wrestling in the state it is right now. I think Matt Sydal would be pretty cool, but I know he's going to be involved in the first championship match in Ring of Honor, or tournament, excuse me, so that's not the case. But regardless, I see Eddie Edwards retaining here. I gotta give credit where credit's due. Eddie Edwards, fine champion. He's doing everything he can with this title, winning and retaining it fair and square. We know it's not gonna be Madman Fulton. I'm just trying to think of adversaries from Eddie Edwards' past. It's not gonna be Moose. It's not gonna be EC3. I honestly don't know. But I'm curious what you all might think, as literally, that's all I have to say. Eddie Edwards retains. And those are literally the matches just for night one of Emergence. Again, Impact Wrestling, re-emerging from its ashes, finally setting groundwork, building you a quality wrestling product every week, and renewing a lot of positive reproof in several underutilized, undervalued, under-directed, I might add, wrestlers. And here we go. So that's all I have to say. I believe no titles are going to change hands. I hope Kylie Ray gets some sleep. And we're going to, of course, prepare for the match that I think is the biggest thing coming across this entire 2 weeks of Emergence. And that is the 30-minute Iron Man match between Deonna Purrazzo, who defends the Knockouts Women's Championship, against Jordan Grace. And honestly, that's the _1 match I'm looking forward to, but that'll be night 2. That's all I have to say. Thanks for tuning in. You want to know more about me? Know this. I'm just a simple man and a lifelong fan of ... wrestling. So follow me on Twitter, nodq.com/Noah. Support NoDQ, the reason I do this. Support pro wrestling, because that's the heart of it, folks. And as always, I'd like to close. Support wrestling house, big and small. Let's grow this incredible, diverse, unique, elite, authentic, unscripted, unrestricted wrestling community together. Simple as that. I keep it simple on these simple extras. Not a whole lot goes into them. Just my brief thoughts and brief mindset based on what I've watched, what I'm looking forward to, and what I'm excited. If I can say one more thing about Impact Wrestling, there is one thing they truly need to improve on. Commentary. Can we get Matt Striker, please? I feel like Matt Striker, who made a cameo, I might add, would definitely boost commentary for Impact Wrestling. No offense to Josh Mavis, Madison Rain for everything they've been doing. But guys, give me a reason to be invested in the match. You guys just sound like you're just talking. It sounds like I'm just hearing a couple of fans in the front row. And maybe they'll do LED boards from the front row eventually if they get enough money. But I digress. Commentary needs to improve. That's all I have to say. Enjoy Impact Wrestling. Give it a chance. If you fell out of it a long time ago, there's never been a better time to get back into it. Trust me, you will not be disappointed. Simple as that. Enjoy Emergence tomorrow. And stay tuned, of course, for my good friend Cindy G doing a post-interview of the show as well. I believe with Teddy Turnbuckle. Take care and enjoy your Monday night. Have a good one.